Hey, it's Amber with ExpressTruckTax, and today I want to talk to you about filing a Form 8849 Schedule 6, or what's commonly referred to as the refund return. So there's a couple reasons why you can file for a credit from the IRS and why you would file separately than entering that vehicle on a 2290. Number one, if you have sold, destroyed, or if your vehicle was stolen and you're not putting a new truck on the road. So sometimes, it happens that a truck is destroyed and that's it. You're done, you're getting out of the business, you're not driving your own truck anymore. And so you're not going to file a 2290 on a new truck. You would just file an 8849, and that gets you your unused tax back from the IRS. So when you file the 8849, you're basically telling the IRS, look, I paid for this tax year in September, I destroyed my vehicle, and so I want from October through June of the next year, I want that tax money back. And then the IRS will send you a refund check. And that can be for a stolen vehicle, sold, or destroyed. The second reason why you can file for a Form 8849 is for a low mileage credit. So let's say that in July of 2020, you filed for a vehicle as a taxable vehicle and you paid the IRS tax due on that vehicle. However, because 2020, maybe you didn't work as much or for whatever reason, the vehicle did not go over 5,000 miles. You can file a Form 8849 to tell the IRS, hey, I didn't go over 5,000 miles and I shouldn't have paid that tax. And so I want a refund check. And so the IRS will process your 8849 and they will mail out a refund check for that tax that you paid when you really didn't have to because you didn't go over 5,000 miles. The third reason why you can file a Form 8849 is for tax overpayment. And that is a fancy word for I made a mistake. So, maybe you filed for the same vehicle, the same unit twice in one tax year, and they were both accepted, and you paid the tax on both of those returns. And so instead of just paying $550 for that tax year, you paid $1,100. You could file a tax overpayment to tell the IRS, hey, look, this VIN number was listed on both of these 2290s. They were both accepted, and I really don't owe $1,100. I want my money back. The other thing tax overpayment can be used for is, let's say that you catch that before you make that double payment, then you can use the 8849 tax overpayment section. There's an explanation box, and we'll go into this a little bit more in just a second, but there's an explanation box. And so you can explain to the IRS, hey, I filed 2 returns with the same VIN number on them. I've already paid the $550 on this return. I will not, please remove the balance from this return because I will not be sending in because it's the same truck. And so those are a couple of the reasons why you would file a Form 8849. Now, going into your account, when you're logging into your account and you want to file a Form 8849, this is how you would do that. So you're going to click Start New Return, and on the right-hand side, you'll see Form 8849 Schedule 6. And then it's going to give you those 3 bullet points, exactly what I just went through. So if your vehicle was stolen, destroyed, or sold, if you have a low mileage credit, or if you have overpayment of taxes. And so those are the 3 reasons that I just went through, but you're going to click Start Form 8849. Once the form comes up, it's going to ask you to choose the month of the ending tax year. Now, this is a little bit confusing because the 2290 tax year runs from July 1st through June 30th. And so some people think that they need to put June here. However, the typical end of the year would be December for the Form 8849. There's also an explanation box down here because the 8849 runs on a calendar year, not a fiscal year. And so if you need more information, there is this explanation box down here that would give you some more information. So we're going to go ahead and choose December, and then we're going to click Continue. And just like on the Form 2290 with multiple vehicles, you'll see there's like a bar here with the different options. So we're on sold, destroyed credits right now. The next one would be low mileage credits. And then the third one would be tax overpayment. So if you don't have a credit for sold, destroyed vehicle and you want to get to tax overpayment, you would just simply click continue until you get to tax overpayment, and it says it up here as well. Once you get to the section that you need to enter your vehicle, you're just going to click the green button that says Add Vehicle. It's going to ask you a series of questions, and they're a little bit different. If you're adding a low mileage credit, it's going to ask you a little bit different questions than if you're doing a tax overpayment. But let's say that we're doing a tax overpayment. Let's say that I filed at 2290 twice with the same truck on it, and it got accepted. Not really sure why, but it got accepted, and so I'm not going to send in $1,100. So I'm going to let the IRS know that. So the date of overpayment of taxes, let's say that I filed the return on August 2nd. I'm going to choose August 2nd. We're going to enter my VIN number. So you're going to enter your full 17-digit VIN. And then your overpayment amount. So again, I filed twice and the tax was $550. So I'm going to put $550. And then you'll see here's the explanation to the IRS. So in this box, you would type in, I filed a 2290 twice. They were accepted both times. I paid the $550 on this return. However, I am not paying the $550 on this return because I don't owe it. And then be sure to reference the returns in there. And then you'll see here that you can attach a support document. It's smart to do this. It's not required to attach documents, but it's smart. So if this was my return, I would attach both of the stamp schedule ones that this VIN is on so that the IRS can see that, yeah, I did file for this truck twice in the same tax year, and I'm attaching that here on the support claim. Also, very helpful that you can see that the file formats that we accept are listed down here. So you want to make sure that your file is in one of these formats to be able to upload to the return. And then once you've entered your information, we are going to click Save, and it's going to calculate how much of a refund we are going to get. If you have more than one vehicle, you can continue to add vehicles to the same 8849. You don't have to file one if you have a sold destroyed credit and one if you had tax overpayment. You could put both of those vehicles on the same return, and that way you're only filing one Form 8849. Once you have added your vehicles, you're just going to click Continue, and you're going to go through just like you're filing a 2290, review and continue, make sure all of the information is correct. The refund check is going to go to the address that's listed on the return. So you want to make sure that that is a good physical address for you, that when they send the refund check, that's where it needs to go. You'll see here on our fees page that you have the option of choosing that you want to file for the 8849. We also have unlimited plans and bundles as well. And so there's lots of different options here. I've chosen that I want to just file for the 8849 today. And then as I continue, if you have a saved credit card on file, you'll just need to enter the CVV code. And then when you click continue, you're at the very end of the form. So it's a very easy, simple process. Once you come to the end, again, you want to check just making sure that it's correct. And then you want to enter that 5-digit code that's electronically signing your form, and you're going to transmit the return to the IRS. And that's it. Now, the Form 8849, they are processed manually by the IRS. The 2290s are processed electronically. That's how you're able to get your stamp schedule ones back so quickly. The 8849s are actually manually processed by an IRS agent, and you want to be very patient with this process. It takes them several weeks to get the return, and then they've got to process it. And sometimes it's not as easy as it might seem. They might have to go back and look at the returns and make sure, yes, this person actually did file 2 returns. Or if the vehicle was stolen or destroyed, there's a lot of documentation that they've got to pull in to processing that 8849. Also, with COVID, the IRS has had to shut down one of their main offices, and so they are very backed up. I was just on a call a couple of weeks ago with the IRS, and they mentioned that they are still processing forms from 2020, and so they are very backed up in processing. However, they will process your return, and they will send you out a refund check should they deem that it is indeed a refund should be mailed out. If you get a letter from the IRS with more instructions, or they might need more information, please follow the directions on that letter. That letter is mailed to you directly from the person who is processing the return. And if they need anything else, they will notify you directly. They will not notify ExpressTruckTax. I hope that this has been helpful in talking about the Form 8849. If you have additional questions, please feel free to give us a call, 704-234-6005, or you can send us an email to support@expresstrucktax.com. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon.